10,000.
Ooh. Boom. All right, we're live. I believe that was probably a little bit behind cadence, but okay. So makeshift studio at the house dining room table because Marcus got sick, but here we are. We're still gonna do football and freight. Football and freight did not come to you live last week because Jared took a vacation after beating our ass in the standings. So, actually, hang on. Let me see something real quick.
Go ahead.
Let me see if I can go in here. I know I've got it up.
What we got?
Just real quick. Boom. Look at that. I do have it on here. Look at that. Okay, so Ryan and Jared are slowly pulling away from me in everything that matters except the bank account. So let's talk about
it. Sad.
So you guys are doing really good with the picks. Here's what I think, though. You got to stick with your picks when you bet. It's so hard. Isn't it the hardest thing?
It is. It is. It's really hard to commit to that.
It's so hard to only bet one game on a Saturday when there's hundreds of games, it seems like. And it's even impossible to bet only one game on a Sunday when it's a 1 p.m. and a 3 p.m. and an 8 p.m. and a Monday night. And now we're about to go into 27 straight days of football.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Let's go, boys.
Anyways, so I guess I'll recap real quick. So Jared's doing really well. Jared had a 9-3 week last week, crushed it. Ryan's beating our ass so far for the year, but your boy got lucky. Your boy got lucky and hit a 4-game parlay this past weekend for $6,000, which was awesome. By far the biggest bet of my career. It's like one of those things you don't even really want to send to somebody because you're kind of embarrassed that you did it. But then it's like, well, now I'm all in. Like $50 bet's no longer a thing. $100 bet's no longer a thing. Like, because there's been so many times, and you guys have done it too. So many times we put $100 in the account and run 100 to 1,000 or run 100 to a few hundred. Well, if now we're at 10 roughly, that's 20,000. That's 30,000. Like if you start looking at it in those type numbers. So pretty much what I'm saying is I'm a complete degenerate at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm here. We're locked in. We're doing it. And we're pretending like that money just isn't real. And we're just going to keep playing the game and it's fun Monopoly money that I've never seen in my account. So we're just going to keep playing with it and see what happens. But
I love Gunner's philosophy on everything that pertains to football. It's 50-50. Somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to lose. This isn't real money. This is Monopoly money. Let's fucking go, dude. I respect the shit out of it.
Okay, people tell me I'm wrong. You've got 11 NFL athletes going up against 11 NFL athletes for 60 minutes, and someone's going to win. And you're giving one of those teams plus money, and they're professional athletes. And regardless, one of those teams is going to win. Bailey Zappi just won 2 ball games. Listen, anything can happen in the NFL. So
yeah, I mean the JV of the NFL won on Monday night.
Yeah,
that's what.
Was
just a week prior, it was the JV of the NFL, and then they just come in and whoop ass on something that they were plus money.
Cost me $250. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, that one hurt. That did hurt.
What
was the next night? The next night was got lucky on the basketball game. I've never played basketball again, I don't think, but got lucky on the basketball game. Hit a freaking like plus 300. So this week has been ridiculous in gambling, anyways. So we're gonna do heads and tails. We've got an actual quarter. I swear, Marcus literally stole that quarter.
He walked over way.
And he stole it. All right, so give me 1 second. Give me a second. Y'all keep it going.
You just got to do a backflip. That's all it is.
Oh, there we go. Lands on his head.
Flip. Yeah, lands on his head. And that's what it is. Heads in this day is going to be who got traded and how we feel about the best trades of the week and the month prior. And then tails is going to be where we sit here and talk about, future trades before that November 1st deadline. Don't want that smoke. Who don't want that smoke?
So that's David Virgin. That's my boy. That's my boss when I was at Lipsy. And I'm pretty sure when I was there yesterday, he was asking for advice in gambling. I'm pretty sure it wasn't about not wanting the smoke. I'm pretty sure he was wanting all the smoke. I'm pretty sure it was all the smoke. So no, David's one of the goats. He's one of my favorite people in the industry for sure. All right, heads or tails? I don't know what we're talking about. You guys, let me know what it is. It's even better that way. Heads.
We're going to talk about who has been traded. So who's been on the trade block and gone through to the next team, and who are the best of the best that have done it right now this year.
All right. Well,
I think the biggest trade so far has been McCaffrey to the 49ers. I think it'll take a couple weeks for it to kind of settle in and him start getting him involved more and more, getting him involved in the passing game. Man, him with Deebo Samuel, shit. Watch out. Yeah, that's going to be fun.
All McCaffrey is the great white hope he doesn't get hurt. That's all McCaffrey is. Like, you know, is he electric when he's on the field? Sure. Is he going to have a 15-year career? Probably not. So I don't know. I've seen some people hate that trade. I mean, I like it. I think he's a great athlete, and you know, he's awesome what he does. But if he gets hurt, how bad of a trade is that?
Yeah. It's that or Robert Quinn to the Eagles. They're going all
in. They said that the Christian McCaffrey trade, it was actually between the 49ers and the Rams, and the Rams made sure to jack the price up, so the 49ers had to pay to get him. So that is why they gave away so much for him, as well as, you know, signed him to that contract. So
okay, now I'm all about Jimmy Garoppolo and those boys, but could you imagine if he went to the Rams?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, boy. Woo.
The whiteness on that team. I mean, that's the most awkward. Like these guys are really good, and they play positions they shouldn't. But check them out. Like, it's ridiculous. That'd be by far the two best white athletes in the league on the same team,
for sure.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming. I guess that would be who it is.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp and Christian.
Little white boy screen.
Yeah, it'd have to be, right?
Yeah.
Easy.
All right. Well, we got some games. We got the Titans. We got the Jets. What are we thinking? We think anything crazy?
Go ahead.
I mean, the Titans, I think, are on a good roll, you know, coming off of the last win. It's a second year they've swept Indianapolis. So, you know, they're good on a high note going into the Texans field down there at NRG Stadium. I'm going to take, you know, the Titans definitely on this one. They're right now sitting on the money line, -2, or not money line, but on the spread at -2.5 at a -115. So I think you can ride that.
Mine's obviously Jets. Jets are playing the Patriots. Patriots ran it up on the Jets last year, put up 50 points on them. Everyone on the Jets is talking about it. Everybody's pissed about it. We sucked. We were probably one of the worst teams in the league easily last year. Got some bulletin board material. Jets have now won Rookie of the Week 5 out of the 7 weeks that have been played. Your boy Sauce Gardner with looking like Defensive Player of the Year, like you predicted. And then, of course, Breece Hall just went down, which is going to be a huge blow. Traded for James Robinson from the Jaguars, who I think can pick up the slack. Michael Carter's good. Jets are a 4-game win streak right now, looking to make it 5. I think they can do it. I think they're 2.5-point dogs to the Patriots at home right now. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the points and roll with the Jets. Also, Patriots don't know what they're doing at quarterback after that fiasco the other night on primetime.
Sad. Well, worst. Okay, so I've seen the comments on that, and I watched it and heard it. Worst case scenario, and I actually have a story of a very similar scenario when I played.
Okay.
So it was B.J. Coleman's senior year, and B.J. was a highly touted recruit out of Chattanooga from Macaulay. I mean, if you had to look at probably one of the best quarterbacks come out of Chattanooga. Signed scholarship with University of Tennessee, goes up there, never really gets a chance, gets a small chance, like gets to go into a game where I believe Crompton threw an interception. He might have started one game, maybe not, but then when Lane Kiffin came in, just didn't get the opportunity to do anything. Came to UTC, was doing really well for a couple seasons. Then the senior season was playing Georgia Southern, he got hurt, and he hurt his AC joint on his throwing shoulder. And you got to think, like, everybody loved BJ. Like, attendance went up, and you'd have to say it's a direct correlation with a little bit of UTC was on the rise with Coach Huseman and a good marketing campaign and a bunch of local players, including myself. But the headline of that was BJ, and I believe everyone knew that. especially the first couple of years, especially the first season, but the next couple of years. And then he comes in and he gets hurt that AC joint. Well, Terrell Robinson comes in. Well, Terrell Robinson's also from South Pittsburgh and was our backup quarterback. And he was a redshirt freshman. And Jacob Huseman was a freshman and was redshirting, but he traveled with us. So they didn't pull Jacob Huseman, the coach's son's scholarship, to play. They left him as the backup, and they put T-Rob in as our South Pitt quarterback, redshirt freshman, who shouldn't know what he's doing. T-Rob doesn't necessarily know the playbook, doesn't necessarily know the plays, doesn't necessarily know how to even call them in because he doesn't get many reps in practice. And T-Rob goes up there and balls out and almost beats the number one team in the country, Georgia Southern. We get beat by a field goal on the last drive by 1 point.
No way.
And then for the rest of the season, balls out. Like we go undefeated up until we're getting to like senior day. Well, we get to senior day, and I believe we're playing Wofford. I could be wrong, but I believe we're playing Wofford. And it's his time to come back. BJ comes back, throws a few picks. It was after like the second or third bad drive or second or third pick or whatever it was. The entire crowd is chanting T-Rob at the stadium. And they pulled BJ and put T-Rob in. And then he went in and didn't play well. And then you're stuck with BJ for the next game. And now he's got a weird taste in his mouth about the community, about the fans, about the coaches, about everything, right? Did he get rushed to play too early? Was he not ready? Would he have been taken out if T-Rob would have never played and not shown that little glimpse of hope? So I see that with Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones on the super high level when you look at like primetime football, and you could hear the crowd chanting for Zappi and booing Mac Jones. And this dude only played 3 possessions.
Yep.
Dude, like, could you imagine?
Wide open wheel route, wide open leak route.
And supposedly it hit the sky cam.
I did see that, yeah.
The wires on the sky cam is what it hit. And then that's what threw it off path. Who knows? But
yeah,
the conspiracy lover in me loves that part of it.
It's ugly, man. It gets ugly when you do that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. So I feel so bad for the guy. But you're right. Now that when you have a quarterback controversy, if you have 2 quarterbacks that should be playing, you have an issue. That's why Tim Tebow never stuck around, because everywhere he went, he was a controversy, no matter what, because you had this pocket of fans that was going to cheer for him no matter what game they were at, saying Tebow, 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 and the starting quarterback's not going to like it. The media's not going to like it. The fans are not going to like it. The locker room's not going to like it. So, anyways, that's what I thought about it. But yeah, you're all right for sure. I can get long-winded. Y'all shut me up.
Hi.
What we got? So we got Chattanooga's playing Furman. Chattanooga should beat Furman. They're 6-2, but Chattanooga I think has a superior team. Chattanooga should win the SoCon. Chattanooga should go deep into the playoffs at this point. I'm not trying to really mess around, sugarcoat it. Like they're a really good ball team. They got beat by a really good ball team in Illinois, and I think everyone's starting to see that. So that loss is starting to go away a little bit, and everybody is noticing that Chattanooga's got a for real team this year with a good coaching staff and players that have bought in. So I'm excited to go watch those. We're going to do it a little differently. 27 days of football. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick, and this is Moneyline Picks, picking games for the next 7 days. So we're going to go Thursday to Wednesday, and then we're going to start over the next Thursday, and we're going to keep up with 1 game per day. I believe for tonight, obviously the game we're going to go with is the Bucs in Baltimore. So Ryan, what are you thinking?
Well, I think everybody calling Tom Brady old is not going to get to him. I think it's going to drive him. I think Tom Brady has had a couple slump weeks, but I do wholeheartedly believe it's been because of the offensive line play and not about wide receivers not getting open and that sort of thing. I think overall it's been a very, very good offensive play besides the line. So if they can keep him upright, it's just a win-win for the Bucs. So I'm definitely taking TB and TB to win.
All right, well, I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm gonna go Ravens on this one. Both teams seems to have been struggling. I know I'm going against the GOAT again. Yep, Gunner doesn't like it. Got to go with the Ravens. Ravens struggled the last couple of years. Starting to kind of put it together this year. Looking like an MVP season again for Lamar the first couple of weeks. Now it's kind of starting to get where they're slipping off a little bit, and the Ravens are balling out with Devin Duvernay. They're balling out with Rashad Bateman. What is this, Gunner? What are we doing? What are we doing over here, dude? I just can't go against Lamar Jackson. I think they're going to get back into a groove. after PJ Walker's Carolina Panthers just absolutely putting it on Tampa Bay, I know everybody thinks they're probably going to bounce back, but I got to roll with Lamar on this one.
All right. So I posted up something this morning on LinkedIn, and it said that Tom Brady's 14-3 in Thursday night games.
Yep.
That post blew up also with a bunch of comments and commentary on there, and I liked everybody's banter. What is it? They've lost 2 games in a row that they shouldn't have lost?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. In the NFL, like you said, 11 on 11, they're all professionals. Everybody's used to losing as well as, winning. So,
yeah. So I think the analysts get so caught up in the day-to-day, what's happening this week, and all they're worried about is talking about the current because that's what sells on the media. So, and these people that say that Tom Brady's arm is going away, like this dude's losing games and throwing for 300 yards and not throwing interceptions. Okay, so Tom Brady's arm and his decision-making is not going away. If anything, I need him to press it down the field a little bit and take some shots and get Mike Evans to catch the ball when he's wide open and score some touchdowns and be able to pound the rock with Leonard Fournette. I'm going Bucks money line on this one. That's my big bet for tonight. That's also I'm not going to consider my lock of the week. It's definitely my big bet for tonight. So I'm running Bucks money line. And I'm actually money is on the Bucks money line. That is the big play for tonight. All right, ECU, Eastern Carolina, and BYU. What we got?
I have no real clue about Eastern Carolina. I know they've been doing well through their record. It seems they're, all right compared to a little bit of the pack. I have seen BYU play, pick BYU in that Baylor game. And I also bet against BYU in that Baylor game. So BYU is a good team that stays aggressive. I think good play calling and a good defense, especially secondary, to keep Baylor down on the points. So I'm taking BYU over Eastern Carolina.
BYU at home, going BYU. BYU's got a pretty good atmosphere. They get pretty riled up for these games. Eastern Carolina does have some weapons that they can use at their disposal, but I'm going to stay it pretty short on this one, and I'm going to go BYU.
So when I was doing these picks, I was looking at the spreads when I was making them. I'm gonna hold to my guns. I'm going to ECU as well, Eastern Carolina as well. It's plus 3.5, so I feel more comfortable with that. It being kind of a one-score game than I do them winning money line. But first one pick straight up, I'm gonna ride it, see what happens. If you're not gonna lose by 3, you might as well just go ahead and win the ball game. So yeah, I'm going Eastern Carolina. I watched them play against NC State. It looked okay, not great. And then BYU, I haven't seen them play too much this year, but I feel like they're just a less powerful version of last year's team, almost like a wish version of last year's team. So sure, they're good, but probably just as good as Eastern Carolina. So I'm going ECU. Central Florida and Cincinnati. Central Florida is favored -1. What are we thinking? No, sorry. That's my pick. What's next?
You're good. Kentucky Balls. Kentucky Balls.
So
okay.
I'm looking at picking Kentucky on this one. I think Tennessee's good. I think they have a high-powered offense. I think their defense gets home. But I think everybody's sleeping on that Kentucky quarterback, trying to say he's not good and that he doesn't have an arm, even though, almost every NFL scout says different. But, when you sit every day, Saturday, Sunday, and watch football, you know how the game's played and who's good and who's not, just by watching, right? So I'm taking Kentucky and them Wildcats, beating Tennessee in Tennessee for the upset.
Wow. All right. I like it. I do like the quarterback for Kentucky, Levis. I think he's going to be probably a top 3 quarterback coming out in this draft. I think he's a little bit older. I think that works to his advantage out here when he's playing. I don't think he gets rattled in the big games. No way I see him beating Tennessee, especially I could see it maybe coming off the high of beating Alabama. You just exposed all your energy and you just don't have anything left. But I think they're going to stay up. I think Tennessee is one of the top 3 to 5 teams in college football right now, and I don't think anybody's beating them for a minute until maybe Georgia.
So this is worst case scenario. I'll say this. I think here's what I said at the beginning of the season. Tennessee's going to beat I said Tennessee's going to beat 2 of the big 3, right? They're going to beat Alabama, they're going to beat Florida, or they're going to beat Georgia. They're going to beat 2 of the 3. They beat Florida. I thought it'd be Georgia, but it was Bama. And I always said the trap game was Kentucky. And everybody's like Tennessee fans are overlooking Kentucky already.
Mm-hmm.
We're 1 year out of Tennessee being what we would consider back, right? And everyone's just forgot about the past 10 years and still learning how to win. Yeah, they beat Alabama. Yeah, they've won all their games this season, but they haven't had that game yet where they threw that bad interception, where they fumbled that bad ball, where the ball bounced the wrong way, where the kick hit off the goalpost, where a star player gets hurt, where somebody gets rocked. Nothing's went wrong, completely wrong, like dangerously wrong in a bad situation. I got that feeling. It's Halloween. They're wearing these stupid jerseys, and everybody loves them. Everybody's like, "Yeah, these they're awesome." Stick to what you know and what you've been winning in all season. Orange, white, keep it traditional. Play Tennessee football. I got a feeling you're going to see some flashiness, some cockiness, some egos. I think this is going to be a hyped up crowd, a hyped up Tennessee team. And it's going to take like one possession. Is it a pick six? Is it a fumble return? Is it a kickoff return? Is it if they get behind and they're having to play catch up and they start taking a few risks and throwing interceptions, watch out. Watch out, because Kentucky's going to run a pro-style offense, and that boy, he knows what he's doing, and he can pick them apart. Bryce Young picked them apart. This dude can too. They just need a couple stops. That's the only thing. I'm all in. Kentucky, dog of the week.
Feels like 98.
It feels like it. In 98, they had a close game. Arkansas was an extremely close game, and they pulled away with it. Will they do it this year with Kentucky? No. What's the next game? Or we're picking one, right, for Sunday?
Yeah. Sunday, any game.
What you got?
What you got, J Bones?
So I got Jets, Bats. Pretty much already covered it. Patriots put up 50. Jets are pretty pissed about it. I think they're going to come out and make a point. This can be a fifth win in a row. This can prove it's not the same old Jets. Zach Wilson is going to be hurt. It's going to be put on his shoulders a little bit more to win this game without Breece Hall. That was our go-to. He was hitting 60-yard runs left and right. He was our home run hitter. Going to struggle a little bit. Going to have to come up with some new stuff. But I think that may give us an advantage because Bill likes to shut down one thing and your favorite thing and make you work off of that. So I think if anything, he was going to try and shut down Breece Hall. Now I kind of maybe think that gives us an advantage where he doesn't know what we're going to particularly do. So yep. Jets money line, Jets spread, whatever you want to do, all Jets.
Yep, I'm taking Titans all the way. I think Titans take it to the Texans at a 1-4-1 season they have right now. So go Texans. Are going to lose.
Okay. So there's these guys. I think I've showed it to you. $1 Million Marco. He's on the Better app, Jake Paul's sports gambling app. He's all in on the Cardinals plus 3.5. And listen, that dude's made a lot more money than I've made, so I'm gonna ride him out. And I like his comfortable picks. And he's like, I'm not doing a 100x bet this week. I'm all in with just one bet. I'm doing Arizona Cardinals plus 3.5. So I'm doing Cardinals plus 3.5 on Sunday. I believe Monday we're just doing Monday Night Football, right? So what is that? That's who? Browns and Bengals.
Yep.
What you got, Ryan?
Hi, I'm going to take Nick Chubb. I think Nick Chubb and Jacoby Brissett, I mean, for being a backup, that man sure is finalizing some contracts for next year. I think overall they just have a better game plan. I think Jamar Chase being down in this game is going to be a big thing for him to be hit and put on IR. That's going to limit them. He is like kind of a bell cow, kind of a big hit player. So that is where I'm going. I am going not money line, not spread on the Browns. They're the dogs, so it's good.
Up until about 30 minutes ago, we've been live for about 24 minutes now. I was all over the Bengals on this one. They're going to be my lock of the week. Makes me nervous. I got it in before the show. We're switching over to the Browns. They're going to run it down their throat. I think Jamar Chase being out takes away the key element the Bengals have. We're rolling with the Browns on this one.
I am too. I'm rolling with the Browns. I was with them regardless, but as soon as you boys said Jamar Chase was done, I went ahead and locked the bet in as well. So the bet's been placed. The bet's been placed for tonight. The bet's been placed for Monday. Tuesday night, what we got? We got some MAC action. Is that the Ohio game?
Yeah, Buffalo at Ohio.
Buffalo at Ohio. I'm going Ohio, to be honest with you. I have no clue about either one of them.
Yeah,
Same thing with the other game, to be honest with you.
Both were kind of. But
I think we all took Ohio and NIU, right?
Yep.
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Let's just let it ride. We need to get some more action on those MAC games. Get some more summaries. So we have to do some digging on those.
Yeah.
They don't even have a spread up yet.
I actually took Buffalo in that Ohio game. I took Buffalo. Yeah.
Okay.
I took the great Buffalo.
I got you. Oh, so me and Jared did, I guess, because I didn't see yours picked yet.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the bets of the week, man? What's the parlay?
I got a dog, best dog out there, the Bears. It's the best dog you could ever have.
Okay.
Plus 350 on the line. I think they're going to be fine. Lock for me is going to be the Titans. You can go spread for a minus 115, or you can go just straight money line at minus 140. On my parlay, I am taking Arizona outright, Jets outright, Titans outright for a plus 858.
Woo.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
fucking go, my guy. I like it. Throwing the Jets in there.
Dropping $1,000. No, I'm just playing. I'm dropping $100. Put $100
guns on this one.
858.
Hey, don't tempt me.
All right. I got the for my dog, I got the Commanders plus 126 on the money line. Colts weren't good with Matt Ryan, aren't going to be good without Matt Ryan. Have literally no faith in them. My dog of the week, my dog of the week was the Commanders. My lock of the week is the Jets. Going all in on the Jets, completely convinced that they pull it out. Going to be super hurt if Bill Belichick steps on my face on that one. And then for the parlay, we got Ravens, Eagles, and we're throwing in the Jets for a plus 449 on that bad boy.
Why would you ruin your parlay on a Thursday night? It's ridiculous.
Whoa. Easy now.
Dude, don't even – I swear, in this text thread, I'm coming after you. I'm going to be hardcore watching this game tonight.
Let's
I need
go.
to win.
Down for it.
I need to win. I lost today, so I need to win.
Bring the snow.
All right. So, parlay, I'm going Raiders -1, Packers +11, Cardinals +3.5, also the lock of the week, and dog of the week, riding that Kentucky at plus 340. If you take that parlay, Raiders -1, Packers +11, Cardinals +3.5, you're looking at plus 589. Throw $500 on that bad boy. You never know. You never know.
That's juicy.
You never know.
Juice in it.
That'd be about 3,000, 2,500, something like that.
Yeah, with your payback, you'd probably be at 3,000.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Almost.
No,
I'm not doing that. But yeah, man. All right, this was fun. If you had to give one bet, I know we did our best bets, lock of the week and everything, but truly, like, if you could only bet once a week, what bet would you take this week? And you can't bet anymore.
Ryan's Titans this week.
Would you?
I do. I like that.
I would. Oh man, there's like two things swimming in my head right now. I'm gonna say I would buffer and take a -6.5 on the Buccaneers to win tonight.
I like to hear it. I don't know about it, but I like to hear it. I don't know. I think I don't know what mine's going to be. I'll tell you what it might be. Jake Paul to knock out Anderson Silva on Saturday night.
Let's go.
I don't even know how they
Put
bet
him in
on
your
that
poll.
fake shit. I'm just playing.
I was part of the 20% that picked Jake Paul, so.
I was
way to go
too.
on that.
I just got that. Dude, I've lost so much money on him. I'm going to be so pissed if I actually bet real money on him this time and then he gets knocked out. I will be furious. Like, I will be so upset because I've bet everybody beats him. I've bet every person that he's fought is going to beat him.
Damn.
So I've got to get him off
the dark side.
my schedule. Yeah, I need him to win. All right,
I like
boys.
it.
Well, hey, I kind of like doing this around this time.
That's pretty chill.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little better, like afternoon. Yeah, it's smooth.
Yeah.
Not
Smooth
staring at my
jazz.
phone. Yeah,
I like
seeing if
that.
something's coming up.
All right, well, cool. All right, boys. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think Tia sent home Marcus, so we'll all be good. I'll bring Stirrup Coat to y'all tomorrow.
There you
Good
go.
stuff, boys.
All right,
See
dude.
y'all. Go
Yeah,
Ravens tonight.
Oh my